Catholic Church Ekeya has a very long history, long and very interesting. Available historical facts, by that I mean those who are still alive, and some of them are above 90 of age. They have told me that this place actually emanated from Calabar Archdiocese. The missionaries of the Society of the Holy Spirit were working in Calabar, and a man by name is Ekeya and who was a trader, an oil trader, used to go to Calabar through the waters. The back of my house is just very close to the waters. So he used to go there to Calabar Archdiocese to do his business, and eventually ran into this Catholic religion there, and it was very interesting for him. So he had an opportunity of speaking with the priest there. The name of the priest is a white priest. The name was Reverend Father Leona. Reverend Leona. We have named the site here after him, just to make sure that his name does not escape our history. He met the priest there, and then eventually the priest decided to follow him down here. And that happened on June 9th, 1905. I'm sorry that we have already written around 1904, but the right date is 1905. So we can actually correct that. On June 9th, 1905. So the priest followed him. This man, Ekeya, was the one who came with the priest down here. And what we have here is not just a river, it's an ocean. So a man to drive by a canoe, he took a very serious risk. And white people, for that matter, with their phobia for waters, the priest himself also took risk of following him. But thanks be to God, he brought the priest to this community, and they arrived at Avarebio. Avarebio is just annexed here. They arrived there. So according to history too, he said this man, Ekeya, carried the priest on his back, because the priest was very afraid of stepping into the waters. So he had to carry the priest and brought him to the land. And so they started walking. As the priest followed him to enter his own family compound, something happened. People were crying everywhere. And so the cries attracted the attention of the priest. And he asked him, what happened? Why are people crying? And so he told the priest that a woman just gave birth to twins. And so people are crying because the woman and the babies will be thrown into the evil forest. So, and the priest got attracted to him and said that the baby should be brought to him. They brought the two babies, and they were baby girls. So they came to him, and he now talked to the people and said, look, people are looking for children, and here are you people throwing away babies just because they are twins. That God gave these babies and they have destinies to fulfill. Please do not throw them away. God willing, they listened to him. And so the priest baptized those babies there and then and gave them the name Maria and Mary. Maria and Mary. So it started in the family of that man that they started celebrating Mass. And so eventually he came to another site. Another site just behind here, Avarebio. He came around here and this place. So the church started there. Eventually the ravine has taken that particular site. So this permanent site that we have now was donated by Avarebio's family. The ancestors of the family, they are still very much alive. The Ekeya's family, they are worshiping here. So they gave this land that we had to include this particular edifice that we have. And so it was from here, still in 1905, that after here the missionaries went to Obufi. Obufi is also a village in Okobo. Okobo is very big. So Obufi is just there along the road. They went there around 1908 and started the church there. Eventually they came back to Mammo. Mammo is about 5 minutes from here. They started another church in 1909. So the church of here was named after the primus of the Apostolic College, St. Peter. So the one at Amambo was named after St. Paul. So that's why we have St. Peter here and St. Paul there. So the missionary started the school here. The school is still in existence, convent school. He started that school there. It used to be very prominent. That school has produced many prominent sons and daughters from this place. And so eventually the school started growing and they demanded for a land to build hospital. The elders at that time did not find that very funny to give out their lands just for that. And so it was there that Anwa and Yo had the opportunity of hearing that kind of opportunity, so they took the hospital.
Chief Michael Okon, a one-time chairman of the church and the immediate past chairman of the church and village head of Unungokana, Ekeya, Chief Gal Clement Ibok, an octogenarian who, though was not born when the church was built, spoke with nostalgia on the impact the church had had on the lives of the people of the community over the years.
The church came to us when I was not yet born. Yet our fathers, our late fathers, told me and us that Reverend Father Leolina, an American, was carried from Keno and Calabar to the grave of Ekeya in 1905. He was taken up to put up that building in 1905. So from there, he constructed the church fairly, and we happened to have him as a parish priest.
At the moment, what is threatening the church is this God erosion. Erosion, in fact, eating into the ground of the church. And we don't know what will happen in the next 2 or 3 years. It may envelop the whole thing. So I want the government to come in and fill that valley, you see, or the ravine. We call it ravine rather. I want the government to come in to wade into the affair, because this church is a long-standing church and it's a non-church all over.
It is, however, very sad to note that a structure that inspired the springing up of several other parishes and the building of several cathedrals and hospitals in that region and beyond, a true tourist attraction that has brought many to Ekeya over the years and has the potentials of being a major attraction for the people of Ekeya and Akwa Ibom State, has been largely neglected. One would expect that the Catholic Church and the government of Akwa Ibom State will take advantage of the history that it represents and keep it in pristine condition, promote its history and existence, and attract tourists and worshippers. Unfortunately, the edifice stands alone, a relic of its past glory. Its isolation and neglect further emphasized by a deep and wide gully erosion site, which threatens the very existence of the cathedral, effectively cutting off a good chunk of the community and separated the people from their major source of income, which is fishing, and has been the cause of several fatal vehicular accidents and deaths.
Kekana mbono kemarun kitanga ti ame eberi non nyan sef ki no techi ara me la mo no techi so to come me go peke business and close down and we never nobody goes to make a big gam a long gam aba so even about 1 year ago me we ri ro mo me get ri we we go buy in pont to buy thing ri ro am on pont we thing ki on pa even na get se on pont we te then we ba we ke siki in Panada deep so mbok in one government ya logo to pass 5 years iki tongori way no go even for ini mi tongori way pa me ke peketum iki ke nya peketum so no te nya ka go peka go peka ant mba be fok yo anu fok ba ka no ari be so mbo ya assist yan ko nyan ko urungom ino mbro mi go contribute and esu go contribute on our government so mbo ya assist yan ina wam no nyan go urungom go iba ko fe and mbro urungom go ike logo urungom kontang pa mo tibi mo so yo songo ji mbok mfo di no wam lo ko mren yan ko iba ko fe na bi na yeti
usungo me kare usungo focus road am me leader agasi me sok esu go mi yari ngwana afuri ya nya tu esu go iya timba ni shagde emenege supply de afre kwa ibum esi de mi era itu mimi now tongo be de gasbe almost 8 years now yin go ko wan me jit o wa da fok amen mu fok wu me we pangami ke bere mi amege turedi ni benka mu tori do mu tori me we pang almost 8 people now ni yom federal government or state government je ni wa min because we that ni cruise wo mi we say many ka wana in all these areas in ya so yin diaro na me ngiri film yin mi ngi bi benga di ambo federal government state government ya ri wa min ke in community yin na go bo me ji ra ngam ni su to be da ngami o ya federal government ni consider yin ni ti di wo na yin nam ke me bi me ti me je ni mi ko ba ga yin mi ni ku fon me je ki ti ni gba tax ki nam 40 ki nam election e sa mi go e ka ne village e si ki nam election e win election me de chairman me governor
ko mbani ta ri wa ngom ke si nungu de ri ni to nyane nge ngam ni be mo gang ka aya ku te urung mo ana ku don dawan e ke ne ma du bu kra e nge e mga te ko don fna te mo asum nya ndio yak mo me di sanu umma me no nyene ne e ri ngar ge me ski mana tu no akong no ngam ni pong nyen ma ni te ga nya ni binka mpo.
Being one of the first cathedrals built in present-day Nigeria, the St. Peter's Catholic Church Cathedral in Ekeya, Okobo local government area of Akwa Ibom State is one of the very first full-stone cathedrals built in the country near Africa. It is situated in a region that prides itself for being an entry point for Christianity in Nigeria. It is one of the very few buildings today that still has the signature of original pre-colonial architecture in Nigeria and has the potentials of being a major income generator for the Catholic Church, the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, especially the people of Ekeya. In taking care of the gully erosion problem, renovating and calling attention to the history that the edifice represents, the Catholic Church and the Akwa Ibom State government will create thousands of direct jobs in construction, public relations, marketing, and the media. This will attract hundreds of thousands of indirect employment in so many sectors of the local economy. This is a unique opportunity that should be taken advantage of immediately and decisively.